Welcome, welcome, welcome to your spiritual liaison 123, where the truth will be told. Get your affirmations and your manifestations on through meditation. Love yourself first. Please live your absolute best life. And make sure that you get an amazing laugh on every single day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This reading is going to be for the signs of Cancer and Capricorn. Okay, so we're going to get into a general reading for the sign of Cancers and Capricorn. All right, I was trying to rub this. Been using cocoa butter on my skin and shea butter to get rid of these marks and stuff from my cat and me cooking. So I'm trying to rub it into my hands so it don't get all over my cards. All right. Okay, my Pisces. I'm so used to doing Pisces reading. Sorry, my bad. All right, let's move these to the side. We're going to start with Cancer. Okay, we're going to start with Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What do my Cancers need to know? What does my Cancers need to know? The lamp, remembrance. So there may be something that's sort of cloudy to you and something that's clear. Cancer, this lets me know that something is not, there could be somebody who is wearing a jack-o'-lantern, could be someone who's wearing one face, but there's something else going on. Something is very clear to you and then something is cloudy. Look at how the window, one side is clear and one side is cloudy. You may be trusting this jack-o'-lantern, not realizing that things are very cloudy. Somebody else is the light and they're showing you the truth about what's going on, or they're saying the truth. Somebody who you may be trusting this jack-o'-lantern to, but something is cloudy. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I light a single candle within a lamp for you, a single flame in the darkness that reflects my heart so true. Whilst it is a tradition to carve a jack-o'-lantern to scare away the spirits, it was an older tradition still to light a candle or a lamp on Halloween night and leave it at the window as a loving guide home for those who have passed, both as a symbol of remembrance and also as a kind of leaving the lights on for those who may wish to come home. The lamp was left on to illuminate the night and perhaps even the sadness that was felt because of the passing. This card reminds us that it is a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. For those with whom we did not have an easy relationship with, or even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. So, and some of you all may be dealing with a Scorpio because this is representing death as well. So there may be some things, there may be like a light or something. This could also represent someone who has already passed, transitioned in your life, and maybe you're thinking about them and you're asking them to light the way. You want to have, maybe you're trying to reach them in another realm or something like that. You want to communicate with them or something, okay? But they're saying that a light was left on in tradition before the jack-o'-lantern was, that this is like what came second. A light was left on to kind of let the ones who have already passed know that they're welcome home, or where their home was, or that they were being thought about. And this was a way to celebrate their life opposed to mourning their death, okay? And so the jack-o'-lantern came second, but it also represented and throughout this is what I'm reading, the Halloween Oracle Guidebook. But if you look at the history of the jack-o'-lantern, it's also connected to some darker things that's going on, you know, nemesis, and you needing to learn even from people who you see as an enemy, or even people who you may not like. Okay, you can still learn something from them. Sometimes we only think we can learn things from people who we do like, but this may be a situation where you're also not open to learn from somebody just because you don't really like them, and that can kind of hinder you in some ways. Then maybe you're only open to learn from someone who you feel like you have a good relationship with, or you like them, or something like that. And I do see some sort of like covering up of something that is going to be revealed to you too, Cancer. I see something that you may be trusting someone who is kind of wearing a mask in your life. This could be someone who's very close to you. To trust them. It could be a fire sign, but it also, I feel like Scorpio significance, since this is speaking of death, so it could be a Scorpio, or it could be a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You may be trusting somebody who's actually an enemy, and not trusting somebody who is actually a friend, or somebody who could teach you a lot. I feel like something is, you're going to realize something later, or something may be revealed to you later. Let me see what else is coming out, Cancer. Also, someone from your past is trying to get in contact with you, Mother of Cups. This could be a mother figure. Someone is trying to nurture you and get in contact with you. This is, some of you all may experience some sort of like psychic ability. I mean, you may have psychic abilities, but you may experience something that has to do with other realms. Like there could be a song that come on. It may be a fragrance that comes out the blue that remind you of your mom, or it reminds you of a feminine energy that has already transitioned. It could remind you of, this could be a number, or like an address or something. Let me see. Then you have the Eight of Wands here. You have the Two of Cups, Cancer energy. And you have the Chariot. Somebody really loves you, Cancer. Somebody really cares a lot about you. They're doing something, and it's coming from a really sincere place, and they have a vast amount of either psychic abilities, or either a vast amount of knowledge or something. And they're doing something, and it's coming from a place of sincerity. Somebody may be trying to awaken you to the truth, what seems cloudy and what is clear. Like, look right before your eyes, like something is right in front of you. The Eight of Wands can speak of you traveling. Some of you all have to travel for work. Maybe you work with airlines, or maybe you work for like Uber, Lyft. You have to drive a lot or something like that. Some of you all you work in some sort of field where you have to travel a lot. This could be for work, communication. This also could be, you may be traveling for the holidays. Maybe you're going out of town or something like that. This could be to connect to loved ones. Two of Cups is Cancer energy here. The Chariot card is also Cancer energy here. Totally your reading. Something is moving very fast in your life. The Temperance card. The Empress. You got a lot of major arcanas here. The Star. Death. Someone could have I want to say, if you're traveling during the holidays, be careful with speed. You may be dealing with somebody who's speeding, or somebody could have lost their life due to speeding. This could have been a car crash or something like that. A Scorpio could be significant. Cancer could be significant. So if someone is like speeding, like if you, there's some sort of transformation about what's moving very fast. I feel like you need to stay focused, like don't be on your phone and things like that while you're driving. The Mother of Cups is crowning the Temperance card. So something has taken a long, it's like something has happened in cycles. There's a transference of energy here. Okay, there's some sort of transference of energy. And I do feel like somebody who may have transitioned may be trying to reach you. This could be through the dream state. They may be trying to reach you, communicate with you, or something like that. Somebody wants to talk with you who has already transitioned. This could have been over a long period of time. You have the Eight of Wands here, and it's crowning the Empress card. Something about your mother or a mother figure is significant. Sagittarius could be significant as well. A Taurus, Libra could be significant. An Aquarius could be significant. Scorpio could be significant. What's at the bottom? Two of Swords, Libra energy. You've been blocking yourself from, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're blocking yourself from saying the truth about something. It's something you don't want to see. You don't want to know. It's almost as if you want to remain in a comfortable place of an illusion. This could be you don't want to know the truth about somebody because you really like them. But someone who you really don't like is being honest with you, but you really don't want to accept it or hear it. This could be someone who already transitioned, or this could be someone in your current life who hasn't transitioned, but they remind you of somebody who has transitioned, or they have that knowledge, or maybe you're dealing with a psychic or something. You're going to get a lot of love and popularity or something like that, Cancer. This could be a lot of love you're getting from family or friends, or just somebody who is offering you a cup like you're offering them a cup. This could be some level of support. Somebody wants to partner with you. Someone see you as a person who you know how to take on a lot and make it look good. You know how to take things and make it grow, nurture it. It's like, even if you're a masculine energy, you have like a motherly touch. You know how to make some of you all are gardening or something like that too. You have a green thumb. But a mother figure is definitely significant. And a mother figure that had psychic abilities too is definitely significant. Let's see. The Lovers here. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Something about a car is significant. Again, I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but be careful with driving. I mean, it could be something as simple as a small fender bender. But I see some sort of, the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot card could represent vehicles. Something is turning around. It could represent wheels. It could represent focusing. But the Chariot card is the fastest moving card in the tarot deck. So this could also represent speed. And then it has the Death card here. But something is going to change in your life very quickly. Something is going to transform in your life very quickly. Now, if this is not related to a vehicle or a car or something, like maybe you just need to get your car serviced or something like that. Maybe you need to get something done with your wheels. This could be getting them rotated, or, you know, getting air put in them or something like that. But if it's not about your car, something is going to transform in your life very quickly, okay? Somebody is doing something in a sincere way for you. You may not see it yet. You may not see it because you're so blinded by, or you're choosing to stay blinded by what you want to see, only what you want to hear, only what you want to know. Something is very clear to you and something is sort of murky. The Eight of Wands can also represent travel and a lot of opportunities coming in very fast. There may be some jealousy. Some of you all are getting a promotion too. And there may be, or you may be moving careers, changing careers or something like that. And you're moving to the top very fast. But you may be dealing with people who are jealous of your status or some sort of promotion that you're getting in your life, or how fast you're moving up the ladder. I feel like something isn't easy for you, but you make it look easy. And there may be, you may have had to deal with like blockages or people trying to block your progress in some way. You could sometimes you feel like the underdog in a situation. You're taking up for your decisions, taking up for your stance, your corner, or something in life. But you also may be having a conversation with someone about seeing what all the time you put into something coming to fruition. You want to see something. You're trying to be patient, but your patience may be running thin, and you've been really wishing to get something, an offer, a partnership, a love offer or something, and it's like you're examining it to see, is it really worth it? You've put a lot of time, effort, and energy into something. It's almost like you're watching a boiling pot, like as if the pot is going to boil quicker or faster because you're watching it. So it's like you're wishing for something to move quicker, or you want something to hurry up and come into fruition. It'll help with your popularity. It'll help with something. At the bottom of the deck, you got the King of Wands here. So you're going to have a lot of people wanting your attention and feeling like, some of you all, this is actually a promotion. You're going to get a promotion very quickly. You may be buying a new car or putting new wheels on your current car or getting some sort of work or something done. So Scorpio is definitely significant in your life. You're going to have a lot of options, but it's almost as if you're only focused on, you're limiting yourself in some way. You got a lot of options that you could be focusing on, but it's like you're limiting yourself. This could be you're only choosing to deal with certain people when you should be dealing with more people. Something about the way you see people is not right. It's like you could be trusting, you may be overly trusting to someone who is wearing a mask, and it's limiting your knowledge or your advancement or something when it comes to the other people you should be interacting with. You would get a broader picture or a clearer picture if you interacted with more people, spoke with them, talked with them. Even if you don't like them, you will learn a lot from them. It seems as though you're with the King of Wands. The King of Wands can be a multitasker, an entrepreneur, somebody who has access to a lot of people. A lot of people come to them and things like that. They have a lot of responsibility and things like that, right? They know how to use their wand to bring the attention to themselves and get what they want. But it's almost like even with all of that power, you're still limiting yourself in some ways. You're choosing to you're being very selective about who you want to deal with. And that is your limitation. Like you're limiting yourself in some way. You're choosing not to see all your options or interact with all your options or something. Let me close out your reading, Cancer, with a message from the universe. A Taurus could be significant. A Leo could be significant. Gemini could be significant. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Yeah, okay. This stressful situation is almost coming to an end. We are sending positive energy, financial help, miracles, and life-changing blessings your way. That's your message, Cancer. I love this reading for you, but it does look like you need to open up your options. You could be limiting yourself and who you discuss things with or talk to. Maybe it's some people you really don't like or you don't care for. Or you think that they don't like you or something like that. But somebody may be, oh, you're giving someone too much power over who you should interact with. You have everything you need to get information, but you may be limiting your information, like you're only getting it for one or two people when you have 7 options there. But maybe you don't like some of the options, so you're choosing not to interact with them or listen to them or something. This could be on your job or in your family. Just, apply it where it goes. But I feel like someone who has already transitioned is trying to get you to connect or something like that with people who can enlighten you on something. Whoever transitioned, they may have transitioned due to a car crash or something. It could have even been due to a fire. So make sure you're not, make sure you're not leaving anything burning or, anything. But this could, like candles on or something like that. And make sure you're not driving reckless. But I feel like somebody is trying to, like, enlighten you in some ways. And it's like, because they see you blocking yourself in some ways that you should have more. It's like you got the position or the power, but you're not utilizing it the correct way. So I feel like somebody who has already transitioned is trying to tell you that. Like, they're trying to show you how much you're trusting only one thing. You're trusting something that's murky, opposed to you could see so much more, opposed to just one window. You can see things so much more. Something about your eyes is significant too. Maybe some of you all are getting eye surgery, or you need to get glasses or something like that. There could be something going on with one of your eyes. Maybe you're going to see an eye doctor or something. Okay, so that is the end of your reading, Cancer. We are going to go ahead and move on to our Capricorns, okay? So let's shuffle the cards. Night Song, Hidden Talents. Okay, cardinals are seen as spiritual birds. They're seen as like people from the other side of the realms, who have already passed on, your ancestors coming to. There's like a good omen. Okay, but the Night Song, Hidden Talent. You may have some hidden talents, Capricorn. Maybe it's something that you're not letting people know about. Maybe you're kind of just keeping some things under wraps or to yourself. So let me see. Hidden talent. A ruby red bird singing in the darkness, full of sound, like an unopened present, ribbons still abound. A bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence, and those birds who are known as singers of the darkness are almost always considered sacred or frightening. From the operatic nightingale through to the hooting owl, hearing a bird that cannot see. Wait a minute, I need my glasses. I'm trying to put this book as close to my face as possible. Hearing a bird that you cannot see weaving its magic through the night sky has captivated humans for millenniums. In the past, at Halloween time, a night that the veil between the worlds was said to be at its thinnest, these night birds were considered either omens or messengers of the gods. Depending on the culture, their voices were perceived as good luck and a positive validation, or alternative, a warning about continuing on a certain pathway. In some mythology, The night bird was able to direct us towards discovering our talents and true purpose, a kind of guide in the darkness leading us to the dawn. Should this beautiful but shy bird sing to you by appearing during your divination, know that you must unwrap the present of yourself. Look, some of the gifts within you remain unopened. The time has come to step into your true potential and claim all possibilities for yourself. There is no more time to waste, no more excuses. Okay, so Capricorn, there's so much more about yourself that you have not let shine. You have so many more talents, so many more gifts within that maybe you just kind of keep within. Maybe it's out of insecurities. Maybe you just feel like, you haven't been around the right people that can kind of help you take those gifts and put them out into the universe where you can really shine. But you definitely have a good omen that this is the time for you to do this, for you to really step out of your comfort zone and showcase your talents, what you can do, who you are. You rule the 10th house. People see you as a hard worker, and so they may only see you in one way, but you have so much more to offer this world, even things that you haven't even really tapped into yourself that have sort of laid dormant, but it's meant to shine. It's meant to help you shine. It's like if you're in the music industry and you only do R&B, but you're capable of doing country. You're capable of doing, it's like people may only see you in one way, but you have hidden talents where you can do something else. For some of you all, this could be, you want to be a chef. You want to cook. You want to start your own cooking channel or something. It's something, you got a hidden talent that you're kind of hiding. You may only do it under the cover of darkness. Maybe you only cook dinner for your family or for yourself. And the presentation is very nice. You know what flavors and herbs to put together. I'm looking at the sticks and the trees and the leaves in the background. You may know what to do, how to put things together. Your spirit guides is guiding you to do something. Showcase you. Look, the devil card. Yeah. Whatever it is, like there may be some sort of addictions that you need to get over, or maybe you just need to get your ego out the way. Maybe you're worried that you're not going to be accepted the way you want to be, or something isn't going to turn out. But the devil card is Capricorn energy. And this could speak of ego, okay? So maybe it's your ego that's blocking you from connecting to your hidden talents. You have the 7 of Pentacles here. So you definitely want to invest into something. You're going to get support too. You have 3 of Cups there, Capricorn energy. And you have the 7 of Swords. But you do need to be very strategic when it comes to what your hidden talents are and who you want to share it with, because you do have some people that will steal your ideas and try to get away with them. That maybe they have the money and you have the idea, and if you share it with them, they're going to try to get away with it and do it behind your back, but you'll never get credit for it. So you need to be very strategic when it comes to your natural talent and what you're planning on doing. Make sure you get everything together first before you present it to the world. Let me see what this devil card is here. 3 of Wands here. The Aries could be significant. Somebody is also tying their self to you for unhealthy reasons. It's an ego boost for them. This could be somebody who, when things go wrong, they blame you, but when things are right, they take credit for it. Somebody is, you've been waiting for something to turn around too. You've been waiting for your ships to come in, so to speak. You got the 2 of Pentacles here, and you got the 7 of Pentacles here. Something that you want to invest in that's like a hidden talent has the potential to put you in a independent financial freedom type lifestyle. You could be trying to balance something out with this Two of Pentacles. This is like the yin and the yang, which you should be receiving opposed to what you're giving out. There may need to be the balancing of finances or something like that. You got the Page of Pentacles here. So you're going to get some good news when it comes to some level of support. You may be celebrating with family or friends. You may get some good news about a job, or this could be an opportunity. It could be you're negotiating something, or you're being encouraged to negotiate something, and that's going to make you happy. The World card. Some of you all, this is what I'm saying. Like, you got the potential to either be popular, like your stuff is going to get out there amongst the world, like everybody is going to see. You're also completing some sort of karmic cycle. An Aquarius could be significant. You're completing some sort of karmic cycle, and this is a time when you need to be very strategic when it comes to your co-workers and your so-called family or friends. You need to be very strategic, because you have the potential to go worldwide in something, but somebody may try to steal something from you. That's not to make you paranoid. It's just the warning, Daughter of Swords here. Yeah, somebody is kind of watching you. They know you're very smart. They know that you're capable of learning. Some of you all are a student. You're going back to school. You may be taking up a trade, learning how to do something. I see a sword here. These look like knives. It could be in culinary. But something is going to help you shine. Somebody knows you're very wise. I feel like if you're doing something that is going to, you could be doing something on the internet that could bring you a lot of money. But you need to keep it to yourself, because it looks like somebody's going to try to go behind your back. If you share with them what your goals are, your dreams are, your future plans are, somebody may go behind your back and try to steal something from you and do it before you put it out there. So it'll look like, once you put yours out there, it'll look like you're following them instead of them stealing an idea from you. So you may have to lie to somebody about what your future plans are until you can really get them off the ground, what you're doing. If you're planning on going to school, taking up a trade, you may have to lie to them about where you're going until you get everything that you need. If it's a certification, whatever it is, a degree or whatever. Seven of Cups here. You're saying that your options, you do have options, but for some reason, you're staying in some sort of illusion. This Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy, Neptune energy. You know you need to do something, but you've been hesitating on doing it. Some of you all, there's a drinking addiction that's a problem. I don't know whether it's with you or Aries, or I don't know, a Scorpio, but there seems to be an alcohol addiction that in somebody's life that is actually hindering them from being who they really can be. There's a lot of options before you, but there's some sort of hindrance. I don't know whether you're trying to take care of an alcoholic or you are dealing with alcoholism. I'm not sure. Just take what applies to you. Page of Cups is here. You're going to get some surprising good news, or like some good ideas. A Pisces could be significant about what you can do. You may be envisioning how you want things to be. But the Page of Cups can also be a cup of illusion. Like you wanting to have something in your hand so bad. It's like you want to know if you invest into something, is it going to be worth it? Or you're asking yourself, is it going to be worth it? What's going out? What's coming in? Ace of Cups is in reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. For some of you all, you're celebrating, but it's like there's a darker side to what you've had to deal with. This could be you've had to deal with the loss of a child, or you've had to deal with, if it was a miscarriage or something. It's something that you've had to deal with that stays in the background, in the shadow side of your life. that's frustrating to you. And you want to have like this happy moment, but it's something that's kind of hindering you from being the happy version of yourself that you should be. And it's something that you're going to have to work through or let go of. You've cried about something and it bothers you and you've kind of held on to it. Maybe it even caused you to drink, but this also could representing you deciding to let alcohol go, or you're deciding to let someone go because they have an alcohol problem and it's hindering you in some way. You may be getting together with your friends one last time for like drinks or something like that, and then you may be like, this is it for me, or something like you don't want to do it anymore or something. Knight of Swords. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, for what you believe. You're going to have to take advantage of an opportunity very quickly. Something that's time sensitive, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to steal it from you. Hop on it very quick. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands here, Aries energy. Some of you all will be traveling. You may be dealing with foreign countries, traveling, just looking out at the world and what you could have, what you could do, all the possibilities. You have the best of both worlds, so you have a lot of options in your hands. But this is also going to take you either learning something, like going to school. Some of you all, this has something to do with the STEM program, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or one of those fields. This may be HVAC. This could have something to do with having to cut heavy machinery or a lot of measurements or something like that. But it's something that it looks like you have the options to do what you really want to do and how you want to do it. And this is connected to your hidden talents. But it's like you need to get rid of some things or some people in your life first, so you can be the best version of yourself. And you need to be you need to use discernment when it comes to what you want to do or what you want to have or something like that, because somebody will steal something from you. It looks like when you're presented with an opportunity, you need to jump on it as quick as possible and not tell somebody that an opportunity has been presented to you, because they may try to hurry up and like steal it from you or something, steal the idea or take credit for your work or something, or just hurry up and do it before you do it. So it'll take the power from your stuff. So it's like you need to jump on something very quickly. A lot of pages, a lot of communication here. Page of Cups, Daughter of Pentacles, and Daughter of Swords. It's a lot of new energy here when it comes to your reading. So a lot of communication about money, learning, education, offers, fun, enjoyment, invitations. Somebody may be inviting you to a party or something. This could be a party with your job. So make sure you're not getting drunk and exposing too much about your ideas and what you want to do. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop and look around and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. Yeah, so even your spirit guides want you to know that they got your back in a situation here. They're sending you messages, and they know that you feel alone in a situation, but really you're not alone. That's an illusion that you're alone. You're really not. But you're being reminded to stop and look around and believe in something. You could be too focused on what you lost in the past, and it's preventing you from living in the present moment in the way you really want to live. You're blocking yourself in some way. There's like a fear of what you have lost. You're fearful of losing it again. Or you're letting something that you lost hinder your emotions about what you really want or something. But it's like you're going to get an opportunity that you need to move forward with extremely quickly. And I feel like this is more of your career, business-wise, something, business ideas or something. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will talk with you amazing Capricorns and Cancers another time. I ask you to hype, like, share, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Okay? And I will talk with you later.